Light on this, TRT World's defense analyst Oubai Shahbandar joins me now in the studio. What is the significance of the latest launch announced by the North Koreans?
Well, this new weapon launched by the North Koreans seems to be tactical in nature and short range. So it seems to be that North Koreans are trying to send a message while not explicitly breaking the pledge that Kim Jong-un made to President Donald Trump that he would test new weapons with a mass destructive capability and a long-range capability as well. So this seems to be a somewhat of a, while a loud message, not one that seems to have broken what little progress has been made between the discussions and the negotiations between the Americans and the North Koreans. Interestingly enough, Kim Jong-un himself seems to have supervised this launch, according to North Korean reports, adding even further political weight to this launch. Nonetheless, it seems that the North Koreans still want concessions by the Americans and by the South Koreans. They want the sanctions, these crippling sanctions, to be lifted. That the talks between President Trump and Kim Jong-un did not go anywhere, but there are still hopes in Washington that further negotiations could somehow lead to that major breakthrough. We've seen President Trump on multiple occasions referring to Kim Jong-un as someone that he can make a deal with, although definitely the last negotiations didn't seem to go anywhere. Nonetheless, the recent comments made by the North Koreans regarding Secretary of State Pompeo may put some cold water on any hopes for any further negotiations.
And why do you think they made that comment, and where will it lead from there on?
Well, I think it caught a lot of observers by surprise, and that's what North Korea does best. But I think we can certainly expect that President Trump is not going to listen to the North Koreans on this matter. Pompeo is very close to President Donald Trump, and while he may have taken a hard line with the North Koreans, it was Pompeo who's certainly been the Trump administration's point man on the negotiations with the North Koreans. So this may be more political posturing by the North Koreans, hoping that they can cause some ripples and to try to get some concessions. It probably will not work, but if there are no more further progress on the talks, we can certainly expect the North Koreans to launch even more provocative actions in the near future.
Well, thank you very much for that insight there, Oubai Shahbandar, here in the studio with us.